Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I do hope you're having a wonderful day today. Special thank you to all the guys and gals that came out to our big old live stream that we had. It's a 9-hour broadcast where I just let the game run. That's all it was. It was just like a few different angles, static shots watching Charlemagne's North get built. If you'd like to skim through that or you want to watch the whole thing, that's up to you. It's linked in the description. I'm going to walk you through a couple of things so you don't have to see the whole live stream to see how it's going, but here's kind of an update. My residential district that I designed over here is partially done. I have lots of these buildings stopped. I wanted to stop them all, but some of them did finish. It's just the nature of the beast. I'll make sure if you do click that link to see that live stream, make sure you read the description as well. It's very important that you understand exactly what the goal was there. Okay, and it was incredibly helpful. Like, oh my gosh, like it's so helpful to be able to just let the game go and watch my daughter at the same time, and yet still have some kind of content value out there, some kind of, something people can watch, had people super chatting, joining. That was so generous. Thank you so much for that. It makes it worth it. Thank you. I still have some construction over here going on. I'll just bring the UI in. We had a lot of money issues. Like, money has been a very variable thing through that entire live stream. Here we go, see? And the stuff like this, we actually had to revert a couple of times in there because stuff like this will happen, and this is stuff that requires the player's attention or the entire republic just dies. And so we had that happen too. My population's actually lower than it was when I started the stream. We're still down, like, I think I lost about 4,000 people total with all the different back and forths and trying to get it all corrected, but I think the population will recover. I have confidence that it'll recover. And actually, I'm going to go over here and make sure that we have, vaccine is almost done for the winter. And I'm just going to hit the increased birth rate, and we're going to get this going here. And almost. Maybe we'll go faster speed just for a little bit here. My gosh, the frame rates. And increased birth rate. Okay. So, this is, you've already had the tour of Charlemagne's North. I've already walked you through that in episode 150. So if you haven't seen that, go see that. But this is like sort of, it's physicalized, right? We can kind of see that it's been getting built. Also, the palace has been getting work on it. I'm going to go ahead and pause that. I want to just look at it from ground level if I can. That thing's going to be huge. Like, that's a pretty big truck right there. And that's not even, I think it's half as tall as it's going to be right now. It's already as tall as those. It's pretty sweet. Oh, this guy's stuck again. I just wish track builders would, I don't know. I guess it's just the nature of it, right? You have a one-way track. It's the way it is. But they'll keep building it. Now that I have the ability to pay attention to the game, now I can have track building. I want to talk to you guys about a few things that have happened, okay? On May 1st, they released an update to the game, all right? There's patches on that. And I'm not the only one that's having this problem. I found it on the Steam discussion board, and I was like, yes, that's a thing that's happening. The cable cars. Oh, I know, cableways is the solution, right? Well, cableways got very slow. If you're playing this game and you've used cableways, check the speeds of those. Go into your save and check the speeds of those. Chances are they're like super slow, okay? I had to go into the INI files for the small cableway, and I went into the INI files, and you can kind of see that's slow. That's how slow it normally is. That speed right there, okay? It's ungodly slow. But I went into the INI file, and I've sped it up. So if you're like me and you're like, oh my gosh, my cableways are terribly slow, go into the INIs. It's in all your files there. Building versions, I think it's what it's called. Or you know what? I'll put it on screen right here. There's your directory. You can just go in there, find the small cableway, large cableway, whichever ones you're using, and then what you want to do is you want to find the engine speed. And it's probably, if you're using the big one, it's probably defaulted to 0.35, and if you're using the small one like I am here, it would be defaulted, I think, to 0.17. I've changed it to 0.7, and bringing it up to 0.7 from 0.17 has made it default, like it made it as fast as it used to be. So I hope they change that, because it's not in the changelog that they've rebalanced that. It's nowhere in the changelog, so I'm hoping that's the case. The other issue we've been having here, and I'm kind of going through it because there's lots of like little things that I'm uncovering as we're, letting it run for that long. It's been almost 3 years, right? I think it's been over 3 years really, but letting it run for that long and not interacting with the game, not being able to touch anything, it shows you your weaknesses. It shows you what parts of your stuff is unstable. And hazardous waste has been very unstable, because hazardous waste is not getting processed because this has been backed up. And this has been backed up because this has been backed up. It was completely full. Now that I fixed the cableways, this is starting to get fixed now. So I'm hoping everything works out. But my oil refinery was full of hazardous waste and stuff. And so I had to go in and create a new one. And even that, it's starting to fill up now. So my solution for shipping hazardous waste is going to the border with it. And last month I had 1 million rubles worth of expense in just exporting the hazardous waste. So I've got to get on top of that too. And it's showing me weaknesses. Like I'm not able to process enough hazardous waste, right? So I got two options. I can either process the hazardous waste that's happening over here, and I can actually process it over here. This area here would be a good spot to do that. It's just a whole bunch of dirt roads, right? We could put a processing center here and try to process that hazardous waste, right in that spot. I think I'm also going to need another one though, just because there's so many people here, and because this area in particular generates a lot of hazardous waste. And so I'm thinking about actually placing another hazardous waste treatment facility kind of over in this area so that we can just bring it over here. Obviously we need workers to get here too, but I can maybe mitigate that a little bit if I was to do it right here on the corner. So this is another place I'm looking to kind of do it. We don't need anybody, like nobody's going to live here because it's right next to chemicals, but there are going to be people that are in the area that could potentially work here. Even these two parking lots could potentially just walk over here. So I'm going to tentatively actually put these plans in because I think that's necessary. So we're going to put waste treatment plant here, and I'm just going to have it be, I kind of don't want to put it off a hazard. Yeah, let's put it like all the way over here like this. And I don't want to adjust the terrain a whole lot here because I don't want it to look stupid. So this will work right here. So if I place this here, now this doesn't generate a whole lot of waste. It's about 8 tons of pollution per year. So it's not going to generate a ton of pollution. And that pollution is most likely not going to reach this far to get in here. I say most likely because I don't fully know it, but I mean, this is a decent distance, right? 275 meters. To compare that, come over here to where we're processing it already. And our nearest houses are the kids right over here. This hazardous waste place here is 350. So that is closer. But if we were to look at, and this has been kind of running at full blast the whole time, right? If we were kind of to look at the pollution metering, which I really wish this game would just give me a UI function for pollution monitoring. You can just bring up pollution in the area as long as there's a monitor in the area, but like making me hunt for the monitors sucks. I don't like that. All right, so we have all this here, and yeah, those kids are pretty sick, but there's also more processing centers in here too. So it's not all the hazardous waste center, but yeah, those kids are actually, we do have a pollution problem in here. I'm wondering if is that because of garbage buildup? I don't think so, no. So they're just too close to this then. All right, well, that proves it to me, I guess. All right, so tell you what we'll do instead. Instead of making that mistake again and being like, it'll be fine, we're going to move this. Not this. This is the person. We're going to move this. We're going to move this over to here. And we'll do it over by the water instead. Now, that's going to make it a little bit farther away. They probably won't be able to walk to it. But we'll just have to provide, workers to it in another way. Get buses or something going steady over there. And we'll go flip it over here so that we can have it be... I want this side back here. We'll bring it all the way back about like this. Now, is that going to be... It's going to be too close to my... It's going to be too close to the tourists. So now we're going to put it over here. This is back where I was going to put it in the first place, isn't it? Okay. Well, I mean, I tried. I was trying to get it closer to people, but it's just not going to work out that way. All right. So we're going to put it over here. We'll pop it right here. We'll plan on additional production or additional processing for hazardous waste over on this side over here. Okay. We'll see how that goes for us. But yeah, Charlie Benz North has been building. We still got people building things. They've almost got the walking paths done. They're kind of working on them as we're here. Got a couple of these ones done here too. All these overhangs are done. That's pretty great. There's a big garbage collection area right here, which is pretty good. There's just this area left, right? And this area, this is for the hospital, okay? And again, the hospital is going to have to go in here once the update happens. I might just put a basic hospital in here instead, or maybe I'll fit it over here. I've left this spot open over here just in case. And I think I'll probably put the hospital over here just so I can, you know, have something that works in this. Oh, that update brought it in. Wait. Oh, May 1st. Hello. Hi, there's the hospital. Oh, well, okay then. Thank you. I didn't know it was in there. All right, so now I have to figure out how to get this in here because this did fit before and it needs to fit again. There it goes. And so now we're going to have to find that sweet spot that it was where I won't have to do a whole lot of terrain changes. Just a very minor correction on the terrain there, right there. And we have ourselves a hospital. Boom. Oh, that's good. That means I can start getting Charlie Benz North working. This is great. Now look how big this hospital is. I mean, it is actually taller than that palace is built to right now. It is so tall. What a big building that hospital is. I love it. Okay. So we're going to change up this road. This road was like this just to mark where the road needed to be. So there we go. We're going to have this be an asphalt road, of course. And I want this to allow for a very smooth transition for these vehicles. So it's going to go out that way. And we're going to have it come in. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do... Oh, right there. Oh, no. How about right here? Where can it go? No, it's fine. We can just... It's because of this. I need to get rid of this. Goodbye. Get out of here for a second. And then go like that. Yep. That's what I want. Now reconnect you. Seems good. Okay. So we'll have that. The hospital will be there. That's great. And then this right here needs to have... This is the subway. We really only need a road connection for this, just for the sake of maintenance. It's kind of the only reason to do it. So we're just going to save that there. Because everyone who interacts with this building is going to be interacting with it via the walking path connections. And that's what this is. This walking path connection that kicks out here. It comes out right there. And then they're up and at them right there. And then I do have additional connections I can make there. So there's another one on this side. We can go that way. And then there's another 2 on this side, which allows us to go out this way if we want to. So we'll be building that later on. Wanted to give you guys an update on the Zernovsky tunnel situation. And I also wanted to show you, like, I've got other things that are wrong. This is very busy now. So all the really busy stuff that happened over here before is no longer busy. It's really nice because they're taking tunnels. Unfortunately, they're taking tunnels and they're coming out on this side, and now they're really busy on this side. I kind of shifted the problem. I think I can alleviate the problem a little bit, though, if I can get this long row of cars here. The overwhelming majority of these people are going straight. I want to give them a way to go straight and not interact with the intersection. If I can do that, then they now have a way to not interact with this roundabout, to turn right and to go straight, which means the only way or the only reason they have to interact with the roundabout is turning left. That's what I've been trying to do with Charlie Benz North. The only time they have to enter the roundabout is when they're going left, okay? So I want to get another tunnel in here, and it's really tight, but I've spaced it out, and it can work. It's right here, right next to these buildings. Like I said, I've spaced it out. I know it'll work. I just have to hit F4 to kind of get a little distance here. So it's going to have to be like right here. And from there, I can connect it like this. Okay. From here, I should be. There's a sweet spot here where it will let me do it. And right there. I just have to find that little green sweet spot in here. It's going to say too short. Yeah, yada, yada. And then boom, right there. There's the tunnel there now. I do apologize for all the people who live in these apartments who thought they were going to have a really good view. I mean, you were just looking at a gas station anyway. You don't care, right? Nah, you don't care. It's fine. So over here on this side, we're going to have it come out on this side over here. So you're going to be kind of like right here. Seems like a good spot. And we'll go ahead and have it angled about like this. Should be okay. Yeah, that should be fine. About like that. And then what we want is the same thing. On this side, you're going to go down. And we're just going to connect you on this. If I can get it in there, that'd be great, but it's not going to work. Now, the problem with tunnels is you have to make them at least 80 meters long or it'll tell you it's too short. So it's got to be over 80 meters long. So I just have to make sure that I do that. So right here's too short. Now it's just not down enough probably. I don't know. There it goes. 94 meters. I can't end there, I guess. So let's pull this back just a tad. And we'll try it from there. Come on now. Get there. Yep. Like that. 86 meters down. Like that. And then from here to here should connect. Beautiful. We only need it from one side. Because there's not a lot of traffic coming from this side to go this way. But there's a lot of traffic coming from this side to go this way. Now that the tunnels are kicking them out in convenient places. All right, so when they get done with these tunnels, and we'll put Zernosky on this. Embracing tunnel life once more. So good. Tunnel life is so good. Oh, we can also give them a shortcut here too if they don't, so they don't have to come here if they don't want to. You could give them a way to, yeah, kind of like this. Well, I thought it was going to be a good idea, but yeah, like that. So now if you want, you can whip into here and you don't have to interfere with this. Sweet. Zernosky will just get on that. Okay. Next, let's head over to Charlebinsk because, again, I've kind of learned my lesson here and I want to see this traffic work. And I'm pretty sure this traffic system will work. I can't mimic it entirely because of how I've built it in the past. But with all of these roads going and with all the construction crews happening, I've realized they're not using this. And I want them to use this. And so I'm going to have to give them more reasons to use this. They're not using this the way I intended. Instead, they're really using this and over here. Like they're using a lot of the roads that I don't want them to use, basically. And I think it's this one right here. Yeah. This one right here is very busy. Most of the busyness from this is going straight like this or turning left. Turning left is something you have to enter the roundabout for. But I don't want the people who are going straight to have to deal with that either, okay? So, and like this guy right here just turned around. Well, no, he had to go here. Okay, so he went like this to get in there. That sucks. Maybe I could do like a one-lane road that'll just do that. Now I'm just being really messy now, huh? Anyway, I want to give them a way to go straight without interacting with the roundabout. Same thing. So I have 2 tunnels pending here. There's one right here that's pending. They just finished these roads. So there's a tunnel right here. They've already delivered some steel to it, looks like. Trains, it's probably... Is it? Is it? Is it? Survey says. Ooh. It isn't. No, it has to be track builders. There's always track builders. Why would... You. What are you waiting for? Oh, wait. It's... Okay, the tunnel boring machine's on that side. So what are you waiting for? What in the world are you waiting for? Go. It's not up ahead. It's not straight ahead. You got to be turning left to do the track. That's the thing you're supposed to be doing, is turning left to do the track. Doesn't make any sense for you to stop unless... I see. I see. We don't have any signals. We don't have any signals here. So without signals here, the whole thing is purple. Yeah. Okay. So I need to add signals on this part too. So we're going to go mixed signals right here. There we go. And mixed signals right here. That should take care of the problem. Now you're going to stop boring because I changed what it is. I made it a different segment, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have to come back over here and bore the tunnel some more, but it is what it is. Okay. So anyway, I've got tunnels going in like that. Yeah. So you guys can see that. They're going to come out here. Off they go. And then they can also come in here and go this way as well. I think that will really alleviate the traffic on this side. Excuse me, I got something caught in my throat. I think it'll really alleviate the traffic on this side. It should be good to go. I'm hoping. Now I got to figure out the metro situation because I can't actually build the metro lines until I have to get the metro tracks to come above ground at some point. So I was going to use this here to do that. I'm still playing around with an idea, so I'll show you that in a future video, but I need to do something with the metro to get it starting to get built, because I can't have this stuff all build and then not have the metro to bring them around to different destinations. But what I'm going to have them do first, we're going to have people move into this side first. So this is going to be our first inhabited place in Charlemagne's North. And we're going to do that as soon as we have this train station built and running. That way passenger trains can take people around where they need to go right away. Okay. Obviously, we're going to have the hospital built as well. This is going to be the second place that we have inhabited. And it has pretty much all the amenities it needs already built in, including the train station being completely done now. Yep, that's pretty good. You're not auto-searching footpaths anymore. You know what? I'll let you find this. You want to find the footpaths? I'll let you find the footpaths. I don't really want you to find the footpaths. Honestly, it's like the footpaths are just, it's a waste of fuel, all right, is what it is. And we're already running low on fuel now because we've been doing so many helicopter things. But I'm having the helicopters take a break, and I need to make sure that Magnitograd and Zernovsky don't run out of fuel, because that was the problem in that live stream where we just lost fuel. We just ran out. These guys have a bunch of fuel now, so we're good. Magnitograd should have a bunch because I delivered like 1,500 tons. Yep. So they still have fuel too. The buses should be running smoothly again. Everything's running smoothly, much more smoothly than it was before. And then this side here, I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. I'm sorry. There's just a lot of stuff happening at once. I gotta get it out. I gotta show you. Okay. I want to show you the things. They accidentally built this all the way. I'm a little sad because maintenance cycle's begun, but it is what it is. But these buildings and stuff here, all these paths, the roads and stuff, they do actually have. I did get the rail done. They finished this, which is cool. And then we got all this done, and I took the dirt path and stuff away from that. And then they now have this road all done, but there's no electricity. They got to get this completed. Helicopters have been helping me with that, and then they got this road done now. So now it looks like probably just the buses and stuff can enter. Yeah, buses can drop people off now on these roads as well. So that's pretty nice. There's a whole lot of people working on this road with that roller, trying to get it done. And it's going to head out that way. All right, cool. All right. What was the other thing I wanted to show you guys? Other than that, like, just look at Zernovsky's traffic really quick, just so you can see that it's a lot better than it used to be. You know, especially this area, it's a lot better than it used to be. And this area here, this little turn here where everybody was always lined up all the time to turn left here, not super lined up anymore because we've got tunnels. Yeah. They like taking the tunnels. So it's very nice that way. This tunnel here also gets used quite a bit too. Yeah, just a little bit here. Got quite a few cars making their way all the way over there. Working pretty good. Update on Warstock, obviously. Warstock is almost ready to run. I'm very close. It's got a whole bunch of stuff that's pending here. Some of the stuff did complete, but it's very close. I do need to get some of the trash stuff put in. And then it needs power grid stuff too. Like I need all that stuff worked up. But all the plumbing is done. At least it's running out to here. This building isn't completed yet, and neither is this. But the building is there. And the piping, I mean, is done. And then all the piping for water is done. But the buildings, the facilities for the water is not done. So I still got to have that stuff working on. Or I'm still working on that stuff. This Warstock gas station I put in just by this so that everybody could like actually fuel, because I mean, I don't want them to interfere with the farm vehicles all that much, but this is being refueled by those guys way over here. Not very efficient. We are putting in, and I might have already finished it because I had a high priority on it. It is done. Excellent. And so is the pipe. Good. So this right here is where the intended area for us to drop off fuel and then have fuel here. And then what I wanted to do with it, and I'm not sure, you guys are still paving the roads. That's good, though. I need that road paved. I wanted a place where they could pick it up and not be in the way of everybody. I think it's probably just going to be here. Because, remember, these guys are also going to be working in this area to build all of this. And so we're going to be refueling stuff over there, too. And so we're going to have basically like a distribution center that is right here that is dedicated to fuel. I don't know if this one specifically is going to be dedicated to it. This is a medium one. I don't know if we really need a medium one dedicated to fuel, but I'll tell you what, though, because it's here, we've delivered all the resources for it already, unfortunately. So I guess because it's here, what we'll do is we'll just have the fuel loading and unloading be located here, but I'm going to make it a one-way. So I'm going to put it like right here. I guess I could just have it be an above ground pipe, right? What's wrong with that? I'm not gonna, nothing wrong with the above ground pipe. I put it here though. It's just like, what's the quickest way to get them to that roundabout, right? They're gonna have to cross the track, and they're already gonna have to cross the track, I guess, anyway. So I guess we'll put it right here. Yeah. Right here is gonna be our pick up the fuel and go kind of thing. And then we'll, I guess, change the roads on this side to curve in towards the roundabout. It's probably more ideal anyway. So we'll get rid of this road like that. And then this roundabout road, which is mostly just the dirt roads at the moment. So we're going to have to remake those, I think, a little bit here. I can do that. Let's just bring this way a little bit. Let's pause it just because frame rates. Oh, man, maybe not. I got to wait because they're recalculating all the routes with the... Every time you delete a road, it has to recalculate all the damn routes. It's not great. Not great. All right. We'll just have a little bit of an angle on that like that. And then you're going to go... I'm going to change you to... You're going to come over from this side. You're going to be more center, I think. More central. Yeah. So we'll have you be here. That works for me. And then you'll end up kind of going that way with it. And then I can have two roads here if I want to. But now I want this to go this way. Yep, it's going to be crowded in here for a bit. That's going to have to be fine. We're going to have you curve this direction like that. And then get right into there. And then, yeah, there we go. We've got that. So now we'll go ahead and pave that road. And this road. And this road. Not that one. We'll probably want to adjust how that goes and how it crosses and everything. But this one's going to be our fuel delivery, right? So once we get fuel delivered here, that's going to be fuel. Once we get fuel delivered here, and then we get the distribution office settled, and like all this stuff is done. And let me just double check and make sure I put this in the right direction, because I don't have confidence that I did. Let's make sure I did. Right here. Please. Yep. Okay, I did. Good. Above ground pipe for the win, I guess. There we go. Okay. So anyway, that will give us a source of fuel that's closer, and then I can have this distribution office can handle all the fuel in this area and this area, and then as we wrap around, you know, our extra meat production potentially here, maybe another sawmill. I keep talking about getting another sawmill. I really don't want to have to haul boards all the way over here. We got plenty of room to make our own boards here. We can do that. And brick probably too. I don't remember if there's a coal source around here. Let's check. Is there a coal source? It's much easier just to check like this, isn't it? Okay, so the coal is actually right here. That's one source of coal. It's up on the hill. I'm okay with it. We can do a little terraforming here. Get a good source of coal right there, and then the other one is closer to this mountain, which I might use this one instead. But it's at that rocky mountain. It's really difficult to kind of shape that stuff. It takes longer, but it's also way closer, so it might be worth it. This is also where the bauxite is, by the way. If I look for the bauxite, This mountain right here is where the bauxite is. It's actually going to be located right here. All the bauxite's right here. So we're going to get that eventually too. Yeah. So that's the stuff I'm planning. I've been a half an hour talking your head off about all the stuff that's happening. The only thing I've designed is the tunnels in Zernovsky. But the thing is, like, things have to build, guys. Things have to build. Sometimes this is just the episodes now, right? Everything, you can see how stuff, I mean, people who went to the live stream, you can see how this game performed, right? The performance for it is, it's not great. It's real difficult, but I'm loving it. And just like I've been saying for the whole year, and like I was saying in the chat and everything on the stream, I'm playing it for the whole year. I'm not going to stop playing this for all of 2024. The only way I stop playing this is if the performance gets so bad that it doesn't let me play. Looks like our crop train is not doing too well. It needs some repairs. We're going to send it in here so we can get some repair love here. And then we'll send this one out, which is all fixed up and ready to rock. We'll send our replacement train out because this one just keeps breaking down, right? So we're gonna get it into the train depot so we can fix it up. This is why we have two of them. We can't let our food supply go to waste. Nope, can't let our food stuff die. And honestly, I'll probably just let both trains run now instead of having them separated. But because this sucks. So we're gonna get it in here, get it fixed up, and then it's got a full load too. So when it does get fixed, it'll. Man, you're slow. Please go. I tell you what, man, these trains, they perform terribly when they're wounded. There you go. Anyway, also, throughout the course of trying to build Charlevance North over here, we also, right, remember, I have to move this heating plant because you can't have all these guys living this close to the heater, right? You can't have that. Hello, you. Go home. Get out of people's way. So, remember, we're moving the heating plant. Well, I built this. This was during the stream. I built these two things, or at least I told people to build these two things. And I've ran pipes into them. These are pumps. And we're moving the heater over here. So it's a lot further away than it was before. And the total distance now from the heater to these houses, as soon as the autosave lets me do it, about 540 meters. Way better than what we got going on here, which is spitting distance. I don't know. I can't spit 150 meters, but it's too close is what I'm saying. So, yeah, the pipes are already ran. The building is actually already constructed. I'm getting a couple of things here before I can start using it. I'll probably shift to this and start using this in 2020. And we have the little garbage stand that's going to hook up for this. That's got to be done. There's a parking lot here that's going to be done. And then I'll just have buses directly bring people in here. And I just plop the thing in the middle of a field. So it's still a field, it's still functional. I just plopped it in there. So now the field goes around this. It's just not a full field, but that's fine. We'll just build into the field. It's no big deal. Yeah. Oh, right here. So right here, I want to build a roundabout. I already have a roundabout here. I think I want to build a roundabout here too. And I think I'm going to, just a little off center, I'm going to put it like right here. And that way these roads are going to kind of curve a little bit into them. This one will have to curve in a little bit too. These are bridges, right, that bring people over to this side. So I don't want them to have to basically go through this entire traffic system just to get in here and then come back. And I don't want them to also have to drive over here and get on this road to get over here too. So I'm giving them another way to enter into this residential zone, which engages with this roundabout, which is, I think, very well done. I think, anyway. So we're going to have to do this. Now, this is a fairly busy road. We're going to have to give them a bypass so that they can get around. And since I have the bridges, I'm going to use the bridge as a bypass. There's no reason why I can't direct them through there right now as a detour, right? So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take this, get rid of these roads, which we used to build the bridges in the first place, okay? Then what we're going to do is off of, I think from like right about here, let's give myself a good amount of room. So right about here, we're going to have you guys just kind of go around like that. All right. You can use that side. And then if you're coming from this direction, you're not going to be able to engage with it either. Now, I've got this road here that I was hoping to have done before I do this roundabout. But at the moment, I just not going to have it. It's not going to be done. So I'm going to... Oh, you know what? They'll just use this. Yeah, they'll just use this. They'll just come down here. They'll use this dirt road here. And then they'll have to come around. And they'll enter into here. And that's fine. As a detour for construction's sake, I think that's fine. All right, cool. So we'll just go ahead and start this demolition process here. We're going to demo this. And we'll demo this all the way out to about... yeah, we'll just go out to this road, I guess. Yep. And then we want to demo this side too, but I have to wait for the cars to get out of my way. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, frame rates. I want precision here. Focus, thank you. There we go. All right, that'll get rid of the traffic that's coming into this area. So what we kind of want to do is eliminate the traffic coming in here. And we're going to then take, not from there. Don't do that. Good enough. I just don't want to mess up that junction. Bad things happen when you start messing with their connections on these one-way roads. Okay, cool. Now the demo office is right here. So it should happen pretty quickly, I would think. And since nobody's going to be driving down here anymore, because there's no reason to come this way, we're going to make this a two-way road, because we can. And this little segment right here can be a two-way road as well. I don't think I need that. No, they can head back. It's fine. Yeah, once they demo it and stuff, it's fine. Oh my God, hang on. There it is. Okay, good. Now we'll just put a little auto search here really quick. No big deal. And they'll find all these roads and they'll just take care of it for me right now. But I can mark them myself if I prefer to do it that way. And the demo office, again, it's right here. So it should be a really fast process to just get this done and over with. And now all the other cars can use the detour that I've made for them. Yeah. We'll make our roundabout. We'll connect everything up. We'll do an asphalt road right here into the roundabout, which connects this to the rest of the thing. And now people can use the roundabout and this road while I connect this road. You know, and then once everything's connected, then we make it one way. There's the plans. There you go. I did some things. And then over here, I've got another plan over here I've been trying to do. So remember how this was connected with the dirt road? And I wasn't really sure how I wanted this to work. The problem is that I don't want this really busy highway crossing this many tracks. There's a lot of tracks right here, and I just don't want that to happen because we don't have a whole lot of room. So if they're waiting on the roundabout, for example, the cars are just going to be, waiting on the track, right? And I don't want that to happen. So what I've decided to do instead is this. We got the roundabout coming through here. We got these little extra roads that kind of give them ways to get around that. And then in here, we're going to have another waste processing, waste collection hub. All the waste from Charlemagne's north, not sewage. Sewage is going that way, but waste. All that's going into a hub around the prison. Okay, so that's where this is all going to pile in. And then they can interact with this. We're going to have a straight road into this so they can just go through here too. Waste trucks are going to be pretty mobile. They're going to be able to enter from this side, etc. And then they're going to have all this stuff to interact with. So waste trucks can go where they want. That's the point. It's going to be a very similar setup to this, with one difference in that we're going to use all 4 factory connections instead of only using 3. And then all of our waste trucks are not going to have to drive on the dirt. They're going to have at least gravel. I think I'll probably do gravel. But that hub, that area, is going to connect to this roundabout here. It's going to connect to this road over here, so they can go here and turn around and go that way if they want to. And it will also be an entrance from this side too. And then all these waste trucks that are picking up waste over here, hopefully they can get more hazardous waste because it is still difficult to keep up on that. Although we have, right, because we're selling it to the border now. Because it's expensive. Because we're selling hazardous waste. Look at this. I've already got 500,000. It's October 18th. No more than that. 619,000 rubles has been spent on just getting rid of hazardous waste. It's expensive. I need to do something about it. All right. It's like completely, it's cutting into my bitumen export significantly. I got 34 million, but I mean, that doesn't last long if you have to buy electronics, which I still do. I have to buy electrical components, which I still do every once in a while. We don't buy meat anymore. Meat is doing fantastically. And we have all eight livestock farms are up and running now. So it needs crops, of course, but there's people in them, and there should be crops coming into them. What the hell? Why is there no crops? There's no trucks. There's no trucks to bring them crops. There's a whole bunch of crops here. What's the deal? Huh? What's going on? You guys just using them super quick? Did I not add those things as a connection? Maybe I didn't add them. No, I didn't add this one. I need to do that. But you should be keeping these things full, man. What's up? Big field? You don't really need to go get it from the field directly. Just pick it up from the source. Must have misclicked at some point there. Yeah, just get it from the grain storage and the warehouse, please. And then, you know, get it in that livestock farm, please. And thank you. I need that. So anyway, we got a lot of crops in there. We should be doing more efficiently on that. Definitely want to do meat differently in the future. All of this stuff with like crops bringing into here, getting in here, and like the livestock going to the slaughterhouse, all that stuff is gonna just be like no trucks. Okay, a no truck setup is required for this. There's just too much volume in that setup to do this with trucks. That was just my misplay there. Definitely not a great thing. This is going to look super cool once all the lights get on. I am really excited to see how this hospital looks. I have not actually seen the hospital built. When I was doing all my plans and stuff for it, and the experimental build, I was laying in the plans for it. I had it sitting here. I never turned it on, and I regret that. But it means I get to see it in all of its glory for the first time anyway. I get to see that with you. Okay, so one of the things we can build here, and I probably need to go in and do some more precise placement here, but you know, because the video is getting a little bit long at this point to try to do the whole thing. But Charlie Bits North is going to need its own source of water. Obviously, it's going to need power as well, but we're going to route that from this side in and then this side in as well. But the water thing, it does need to take care of itself. And then, again, the sewage, we're going to send it over to this factory over here, or that processing center over there. And then we're probably going to get another processing center right there, too. All of that stuff takes chemicals. So I'm going to have in this warehouse, I'm going to have a good amount of chemicals storage in here because we're going to be able to move chemicals around. And maybe not that much. Like we can probably have more food in here, but I want at least like 150 tons of chemicals here because this can be a shipping hub for chemicals. And then we got this train track here, but this tunnel doesn't actually go anywhere yet. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to connect to this. It's not as easy as you think. I'll just tunnel in there, but it's because the metro is there, and that's throwing things off a little bit. So this train track might have to go out this direction into tunnels and then have the tunnel whip around to get in there. That might be necessary just because the metro is there, and I need to, you know, and there's a lot of tunnels here, so I probably have to go over the metro. The metro will go down lower, go over the metro, but it still needs to go around this direction to do that. And the train being lower here changes that game too, because the tunnel will be up high and it needs to go low and then lower again to get like through this dip, and then the metro going underneath it. And yeah, anyway, so there's a little bit of considerations there. I haven't quite figured out how it's going to work and how it looks. But for water, I want the big treatment plant, of course. Yeah, and I'm going to put it off of this road. And it's going to be right off of this, where this roundabout is, or where this turnaround right here is, before the roundabout. It's going to connect right to that. And the reason why I want to do that is because, maybe I'll turn it around, because I can get the outputs need to go that direction probably. Be a good idea. Okay, so tell you what, we'll go about here with it, I think. Let's go here with it. And then that road, I could probably do gravel road here, no big deal. But it needs to come off of this. And the reason why is because the chemicals are coming from this warehouse right here. We're going to have the chemicals stored here. And so what's going to happen is our truck, that's going to pick up the chemicals. It's going to come in from this side. It's going to pick up those chemicals. And I actually may do this too. I may allow this to connect. But doing that invites through traffic. So I'm going to have to like heavily limit the speed limit from this point that way. Like I'm going to make it 60 basically. Make it a gravel road from here to there. And then maybe that will dissuade them from actually using this unless they need to get into this area. But I'm trying to stop through traffic from that way. And anyway, so that truck will come here and then it will turn left. It'll come onto this road right here. And then it will turn around and be right there. It's a very fast delivery as long as I put this road, at least on this side of that turnaround. If I put it here, it gets a little bit longer because he's going to have to enter the roundabout and come in here. And I don't want them to do that if he doesn't have to. So that's how that's going to be. And then, of course, we have enough room right here in these little gaps to put in the pumps and reservoirs and all that stuff. And then the water well, I think it was 2 wells, right? Do we need 2 wells for this? I don't know. I'd have to look at the math on that again. But anyway, I think so. I think you need 2 wells because of I think it's a limitation with the pipes. But either way, there's like 89, 90% quality here. It's decent. It's not the greatest, but it's fine. And so what we'll do is probably put this, I think 88, 89 seems okay. We just needed to get it close enough to where people can walk to it, right? They're going to be walking here. And I'm going to space it out. And we're just going to have this be, I don't know, a woodland area or something here. Can I go 90? Not really, because I build that thing. So, all right, we'll go 89 right there. All right, then we'll go ahead and put, just as a safety precaution here, I guess, we'll go ahead and put in, I don't know if like we really need the reservoirs. Do we really need those? Like, when are we never, is there ever going to be a point where we don't have people working in the well? I don't know about that. What we really need the reservoir for is for storing the clean water that everyone's going to be drinking, you know? That's pretty much what we need. So I tell you what, we'll just do the pumps instead. We're going to want 2 pumps on each well. Pretty sure that's what it was. So we're going to say 2 pumps. And we're going to say it goes... let's just have it be 1 and 2 and 3. Don't turn that. All right. I want the walking path on that side. Yep. There we go. Right there. 3. And then flip it over. Yep. And goes about 4. And then we stick, just real quick here. So the water treatment plant can handle 300 cubic meters of water. Okay. Each of these can do 127. So we really only need 3, I guess. Yeah. Is that how that goes? I don't remember the ratio. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me because there's a lot of stuff to remember here, you guys. There's a lot of stuff to remember. Like, if you only play workers and resources, then you're just like, this stuff, and that's cool. I appreciate that. But if you're like me and you play a lot of different games, then you're gonna have a hard time remembering all these tiny little details. Even if you have, like me, you have like well over 1,000 hours in the game, there's just certain details you're not gonna remember. That's just the way it goes. We're gonna put that here. Yep. And then I think we'll do something like that, because the big pump doesn't say how much it can support. But if I remember correctly, like the big water pipe does 127. It doesn't matter. We'll just do 4 pumps. I don't care. We'll just do 4 pumps and be done with it. It's fine. So this water well will stick into that one and that one. And then you're going to go into that one, and it will work. Is it overkill? Maybe. I don't care. It's in. And then this side will pump the water into the reservoirs and stuff. So what I'm going to do, because it's going to take a long time to do this and try to like figure out the exact placement of all the pipes and everything. And I want to kind of make it look good. We also need this area to service over here. Right. So like all that kind of stuff has to be done, and it has to be routed with all the tunnels and everything. So I think it's probably important that I get the rail done first, so I really know kind of where that's going, hook that up, and then I know my limitations for water. So I'll get the water system going after that, and then get all the pipes and stuff built for there. I'll show you what that is in the next video. You'll see how the water system is going to kind of be working. I'll also take you a tour of the electrical that I'm going to do, because there's a lot of tediousness, right? This isn't interesting content. I mean, maybe it is, but if it was me watch, I like to give you guys things that I would like to watch, right? That's kind of how I judge it. Like, is this something I would like to watch? I don't know about watch me lay the power lines in place. I don't know about that. You know, power lines is not that interesting. Let's figure out where we're going to place the substations and stuff. So we want this area needs to service over here too. Not just this, needs to service over here too. So maybe we'll start by trying to figure out where this thing's going to be positioned. I think you got to kind of zoom out with these ones, but I think probably it's good to put it right here. Maybe just right in the middle here, you know? I can fit this in right there next to the hedges. Seems like just as good a spot as any. So we'll do that and then have that connect like that. Okay, so that's one. And you kind of have to do a mental memory game because you're not going to be able to see which buildings already have access. I do know that from this spot, the palace has access. There's also 1,800 people in that place. So when we feed this substation, we're going to use a big pipe. Okay. We're going to do that. And then I think, well, maybe we'll start all the way over here. So this place is going to be gone. So I don't care about reaching that. We're going to do a big pipe for this one too. We're going to have to. So this one here is going to service all these guys. And right about, yeah, it's got to be in on this side. Okay, so we're going to do this side of the walking path. It should work from about here, I think. Right next to the road. Yeah. As far over as I can go. As far over as I can get away with. And then if I can, I want to get the other building too, I guess. So right about, come on, this side. I don't need to get that building. Okay, so it'll be down over here. Right past, basically like right on this. Right next to the substation. The electrical substation. I guess that's fitting. As long as I'm not going underground with the wires. Okay, we'll put it right here. Seems like a good spot. Covers everything from that spot. What it looks like. If I can get it to connect. There it goes. So we've got two substations. We know that pretty much all of this is covered. All these buildings are covered. Wait, did I get the... Come on, autosave. Did I get the police station? It's fine. We're going to put something over here anyway, and then the same source that feeds, or that gives the prison drinking water can give the police station drinking water. That's fine. We could actually do it with the ones that are in here too, because the hospital, also very big building. Gonna need probably its own, like, the heat source for the hospital, I bet, has got to be pretty damn big. I think we need a dedicated, it's not really dedicated, but we need a heat exchanger that's hooked up to this thing that isn't servicing all those houses. Somehow we need to position one of these so it's not, oh my gosh. I think this area here is just like a big utility area. We're going to have, I think, two heat exchangers here. Yes. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking now, because of that big hospital, I never thought about it before, but you know, because of that big hospital the way it is, we can put two heating plants here. We'll just put two big heaters. I think we have to. We're going to put one of them right here. So it covers all the houses on that side. Well, at least I thought we would. Yep, right here. As many houses as I can get. That seems like all of them. Doesn't get the one on the far side over there, though. So I have to reposition. Is this what I'm saying? Like, if I do this with you guys, there's going to be a lot of indecisiveness. You know? I think we're late enough in the video where I can say, hey, come back for the next one. I know you guys probably don't want that. I get it. But I just, yeah, I've put considerable number of hours into this video already. So I think I'm going to wrap this up today. And when we come back, like, I could play some more water substations, but that's not that interesting. It's like, yeah, they cover all the buildings. We get it. Electrical lines coming through here. They cover all of it. We get it. And then for the heat exchanger, I think I will actually do this. I think I need another heater. Another big heater right here. It's going to be... What? Where is it? Why? Am I blind? Wait a minute. Okay, am I an idiot? Isn't the... Oh, it says heat exchanger on it. It literally says heat exchanger. The plant is on the exchanger line. What? Now it says heating plant. Oh, that's weird. It changes based on what you last used. Oh, that's weird. That confused me. All right. I don't think it did that before. I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong before, but I don't think it did that before. Let's move this. We're going to have this heating plant be over here, I think. That's a little closer to these guys, though. But I'm gonna put it right here. I think I'm going to get rid of this field. This medium field here is going to go. And we're going to replace it with this heating plant. It's got to happen, man. And then, of course, we're going to have a coal source bringing coal in here, too. So we have to make sure that we're lined up for receiving coal, too. So I think it's going to have to be here. It might be too close. I don't think it is. We'll make it work. I'm going to pop it right there. The medium field, it's just going to go away. Once I want them to empty this stuff, and then once they do, I'll get rid of it. And then I dipped into this field a little bit here, too, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so this is going to feed the heat exchangers right through here. There we go. And again, I don't know exactly where they're going to go. I think, ideally, because I want to cover all the residential areas with this one, maybe right next to the... Oh, man. Can I put this right here? That's kind of nifty. Right next to the building. You guys are going to end up getting me to do this with you right now anyway. I was going to say see you later. But now, I think you guys have got me to do it anyway. Yeah, this covers pretty much everything in this area, which is nice. It doesn't look like it gets... It gets those. No, it doesn't get the prison, but it doesn't need to. But it does get the hospital, and that's the thing I'm worried about, is it gets the hospital. So we need to reinforce... Anything that services the hospital has to be, like, totally reinforced. And I'm thinking, like, another heat exchanger right here is a good idea. That gets all these houses plus that hospital, and I think we do 2 right in this spot. Like 2 completely separate ones, big, thick lines right here. It got to be reinforced with 2 of them. So 1, 2. And so then the big... underground, this will cover all these houses. Just want to double check. It does get all the houses. Yes. Come on, autosave. Yeah, all the houses are covered there. Plus, it gets all these buildings here, and it gets the store. It doesn't have to get any of these, so it covers everything. And it also covers all the stuff that's in the center. Yeah, that's a full coverage setup right there, except for it doesn't get the palace and all this stuff over here. We still need to put a heater over there for that. I'm thinking the heating plant's going to go on this side over here, right next to the sewage treatment that we'll have over here. And then that will serve heat this direction too. It's just that wherever we put a heater, though, it has to have enough coal source, which is kind of why I wanted the other heater to be here initially, because we have this huge storage of coal, ridiculous storage of coal, and I can't access it. It's not built correctly to access it. The only way to access it is to take the rail and make it go like this. I need the rail to widen out, and maybe that's just what we have to do, you know, because I can't. These sources to export right here are right here. They're too low. I built everything too close to this. You know, me and my compact building habits bites me in the butt there too. So maybe I will tear down the rail here, like from here to here, and then just have this weave onto this side and then weave back, and that way I could get the coal out. And if I can get the coal out, then I can put the other heater right here, and that would be better because then I can service it from this side with that same source of coal. So I'll look at that too. But we'll have this second heating source right here. We're gonna go. You're gonna pretend. Are you pretending? You are pretending. You're gonna say you can't start underground. I mean, I can start underground with these ones, but you're not gonna let me start underground with these ones. I don't know why it does that. Is it just elevation? I guess it's elevation. Look at this thing. Yeah, these are elevated. So are these. But I started with an underground pipe with there. What? You suck. All right, game. You suck. Anyway, we'll take the 300s, I guess. Yep, above ground. And we want to go that way with these two. So these two first are going to go down as quickly as we can. Right down, yep, like that. And then down like that, yep. Then go underground, switch back to the underground pipes. And then we go this way. And we connect to our massive setup here. We have to be careful because we have to go underground and also not get in the way of the rail. Shoot. Well, you're being blocked anyway from some reason. I don't know. Let's go a little lower, I guess. That. Can I go like that with you too? Yep. And then right. Can I have the right one? Yep. Here we go. All right. Now I'm not being blocked anymore. So let's make sure we're not going to interfere with any of the tunnels. Do not interfere with tunnels. There we go. 792. Wow. We are cutting it close here. I do not want to pump. Oh, good. That was close. This one actually may not let me do it. We'll see. Bring it all the way. Yep. Let it come right alongside that one. And we're good. Okay. Whew. That was close. But yeah, it gets all that right there. We're going to heat that area there. And then this one is already pumping into here to go that way. It's already servicing something that's really far away. But it doesn't mean it can't service this too. So we'll bring this over. I'm going to have it hook up to the pipe like right here. Yep. Have it do that. And then we'll have you come all the way along this pipe. Let's say about this far. Whoops. Okay. You're going to... Okay, that's fine, I guess. Can I... No? You're not going to let me... Wow, you're acting weird. Okay, back off. Try it now. You're just going to be a weirdo. Cool. All right, fun times. F4. Okay, you're just being really strange now. All right, you know what? I'm going to donate you to a community college. Like, seriously, why not? Oh, does it have to go above ground here? Is that it? Yeah, that's weird. All right, I can change that. Yikes, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you dare. Oh, come on. No. You popped up above ground, really? Why did you do that? Don't do that. Ugh. See that? They're not even connected. No. It disconnected the stupid pipe on me. Ugh. Crap. Well, I'm going to have to... That blows. It's a heat pipe. It's a heat pipe. Yeah. Look at this. Like, it canceled, which I didn't want it to do. And then I said, don't. I said, don't demo it. And it says, okay, but I'm still not going to connect. So, like, that is not a connected pipe anymore. I have to relay that pipe. Okay. Well, we'll do it then. I'm going to have to demo it now. I guess that's the downside of trying to, like, keep this thing really hugged up tight. So I guess I won't do that anymore. Can I bring it away? Man, I regret putting this right alongside it. I think that's not a good thing. Let's not do that anymore. No more F4 for me. Bring it all the way over here instead. Come on. Come on. And then right into there. Yep. That's fine. And then we'll just get rid of this. And then I'll have to remake that. I don't know how I'm going to remake that. I guess, like, we can get the demo office on it, I think. Let's have Charlement's main demo handle that. And then we'll have to rebuild it. But that gets me heat for basically everyone, I think. If I need a third, right? It's possible we need a third. I think we should leave ourselves the possibility of that third. I'm going to bring this out like that. We'll go ahead and kill this. And then we're going to make this heat exchanger go right up against it instead. Like a lot closer. And that way I can get a third one right here. A little bit of a play in positioning. I like it. There we go. And then you can go... Oh, or not. You're going to do that to me, aren't you? You silly bitch. There we go. Okay. So we have the option to put a third here now if it's required. You. Track builder. Tunnel boring machine. Lost little puppy. Okay, cool. I think, guys, that's probably going to do it. You got me to do it. You happy now? You got me to go an extra 10 minutes over what I was going to do. But you know the plan now. 2 heating plants. One that's a little biased this direction so it can handle this area. And then one that's a little biased this direction so it can get a little bit closer, a little bit deeper here. If we have to put a pump in place to get the heat exchanger over here and service it from that side, so be it. But this building is going to require a lot of heat. I think actually we can see the difference here. This building has a 126 cubic meter heat water tank. Whoa. That is enormous. 126 cubic meters. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just all by itself 12% of what one of these can do. And then if we take a look at the hospital, I bet the hospital is ridiculous. You look at the hospital has, just a 34 cubic meter. That can't be accurate. I don't think I'm looking at this right. I don't think I can go by cubic meter then on the water tank. Yeah, I don't think that's right. This one has an 8. Hospitals are really hit really hard on heat usually. But this one has an 8 cubic meter water tank, and this one's like significantly more than that, right? It's nearly 4 times the size. And then this is 4 times that hospital. So the water tank in this building is 4 times larger than the hospital's. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. If I can go by that number, then I am scared. Because this building is going to take a whole heater by itself. We'll deal with it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.